Okay, so I'm here with, I'm still in Dubai, and I'm with Andrew Matthews, who I've not seen for a good while, several years. Andrew was a golf pro in the Northwest, and you were really into your teaching, weren't you, in your coaching. You've been out here for how long?
3 years, mate.
Is it 3? Okay, wow, time flies. So, but it was about 8-9 years ago when you first came on one of the Train Brain courses. So, so tell me what's been happening in that time, what you're up to, what's been going on.
Well, it's great to see you again, Jamie. Obviously, I've been doing various things. Coaching was my life for a long, long time until I moved out here to Dubai. And realised there was, I wanted to get more involved with the operations side, and saw an avenue for my skills and my experiences to be used in different areas other than just the coaching. So I decided to move more into the operations side, while still doing some coaching at that time. And just found that the operations side needed more and more of my care and attention. And that's really where I am today. I've involved managing the night golf here at the Emirates Golf Club. We have an 18-hole golf course fully floodlit. So it takes a bit of managing.
It's interesting, and I remember when you first came out here, and it was like, because Martin's here with us as well, and he's up the road at Abu Dhabi, and Martin was like, I want to go and coach in the Middle East. And you said there was only one place that you wanted to coach.
Yeah, for me, when I wanted to move out here, there was only one option, and was to come to the Emirates Golf Club. Because in my mind, I saw myself moving away from coaching. And I knew that, if I came here, I'd do lots of coaching, which is fine, but I wanted to be at what I consider the best golf course in the Middle East. And that's when I came out here with that in mind. And obviously sold myself in the right way in the interviews, and here I am now, sort of achieving the current dream I have.
So interestingly, when you say there's only one place I want to go to, there's a level of confidence there that you've got, not in just your technical ability, but there's something then you've got that's different from the other people who, in the interview. Martin talks about this in his interview, other people talk about it in their interviews. What was it that you had in your interview that you felt gave you that confidence to back yourself?
Well, I think certainly having the skills from the NLP training that I've done myself, which was a niche thing to offer as a coach, first of all, to the golf club, but also the fact that I wanted to be involved in the operations and do some training sessions and things with staff members. And the confidence that in my mind, I had my goal of what I wanted to achieve. And with that in mind, I felt like I'd already attained that job by the time I'd gone into the interview. So I was talking and I was acting as if I was already doing the task and the job. So, those skills obviously have been learned through the training.
So there's that confidence.
It's all confidence.
Absolutely. It is, isn't it? So whether it's on the golf course or whether it's off the golf course, it is confidence, and it's not false confidence. It's confidence backed up. That you've got a set of skills that you feel that can be utilised. So I mean, this place, it amazes me every time I come, but. You've got a tournament tomorrow. How many players have you got?
Oh, we've got about 500 players, I think, in total tomorrow. We've got both courses, a full double shotgun, 7 o'clock and 12:15, and then all again the following day, and then a big concert and everything for all the IDC. So it's something happens every year. It's very exciting because we get involved literally from 6 a.m. in the morning right through till midnight.
And you've got golf course that's floodlit, so. You've transitioned from being what I call a slasher, all right? So you're a proper slasher. So you were coach, you added mental skills, so you were doing that, and you still do a little bit of that, don't you? But now you've gone into the operations side. So your career, you see it as...
Well, I feel like it's gone round in a circle almost, because I started off as an assistant pro, as most people did, doing the operational side of things. And obviously I then became a club professional and did that for 5 years. And then decided I wanted to coach, so I then went into coaching and then come back out again from the coaching. I felt that I got everything I needed from being a coach.
I was going to say, how do you feel about that? Because you've set your stall out to be a coach, and you were a good coach as well. But was that a big decision to step away from the coaching?
No, I think it was. I just felt that I was always going to be a coach.
Right.
I'd had my own academy at a golf range where I was self-employed, and I felt that I was limited in what I was going to achieve within that particular field.
Right.
And I just felt that I've learned everything I need to learn now. I've passed as much of that on to the players as possible, but I want to try and use it in a different area.
Right.
Something that I feel it gets me out of bed in the morning. Which teaching did to a certain degree, but not as much as
what you're doing now.
Exactly, because I'm involved obviously in the golf club. I also run the Xerox Corporate Golf Series for Xerox in the region, so I travel around to the different countries.
Wow.
And that's been quite exciting. This year as well, I've also been the Chief Marshal for the 2 big tournaments, so I've taken on board quite a big responsibility. Dealing with 400 or 500 volunteers for the 2 tournaments. So those things wouldn't have happened to me if I was still coaching. And so it's nice to be able to do all those things that perhaps I wouldn't have gone experience of doing unless I had the skills I've got. Because there's no way they would let me in charge of 400 or 500 volunteers if I wasn't able to communicate to them and also look after them on a special page during those weeks. So that's been good.
That's fantastic. So, basically here, several years on, somebody who, and I remember one of the coaches who, Andy, said, you've got to go to this course, you've got to do this, and he listened to you, and he basically decided to do. He didn't decide, he just jumped, and that's what you did. You said, I want to do that. I'm not going to decide to do it. I want to do it. So it's great to see you.
Thank you.
Really good. I know you're living life to the full out here. He's not coming back to the rain. So
for holidays, that's it now.
So no, really good to see you.
Thank you very much. Take care. All the best to you.
Cheers.
Thanks. Thank you.
Appreciate it. And it's always good to